is this whole situation is taking place with Haiti. Can I tell you, I don't know how many times we already made the statement is, Haiti right now is going through the worst moment or the worst moment of the country or the worst thing it can potentially. I can't even say how many times that statement
Since the
was
earthquake.
connected to 2010. That's when the earthquake
Yeah.
took place. By the way, we already, since that time, just so you know, we have sent $13 billion.
With a B.
Half of that money would have been enough to rebuild the whole country. So that tells you a couple of things about the level of corruption, the mismanagement, the lack of supervision, the many things that are already going wrong with the whole place, right? The Clinton Foundation was probably one of the worst things that can happen, that really happened to. I know that most Haitians that actually know, the things that they went in there, and ended up affecting like certain things, rice plantations. There's a lot of things that they ended up affecting, which is literally food supply. You know what I mean? Now you had people starving to the extent that now you see a rising amount of cases of cannibalism. And this is, Haiti's like right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not talking, like a lot of people think that is that in Africa somewhere? It's like, no, this is like 90 miles away from where
That's
we
far
are.
away.
You know what I mean? It's like, this is, by the way, it's so close, just so you know, that there's already an incredible amount of boats already coming, people bringing, because we got to get ready for that incredible, massive migration that's going to be taking place from Haiti to this country. Because at this point, you went from the last president and prime minister 2 years ago was killed, assassinated, and just recently, the last, I don't know if it's president or prime minister, was removed from power by a guy who's a gang leader whose nickname is Barbecue. And you know why his nickname is
not
Barbecue?
delicious.
Because he burns people. Like, how do you, and so all we've been doing is, at some point, we have to accept the fact that if we just keep throwing money at problems, and by doing that, problems never got better, they just got worse because there was never level of supervision, there was not a real plan. That doesn't work. Guess what we are about to do right now? We're about to send another $333 million. First of all, who are we sending that to? To Barbecue?
It has
Who
to
is
be.
that? He's the one in power right now.
Because the prime minister is not in the country. So.
In the meantime, the Haitian people right now are being abused, killed. The level of fear.
Yeah.
You're already in poverty. You're already starving to death. And you mean we're not going to do anything to establish some kind of law and order in that facility? Listen, the choices are not good right now.
Yeah.
And to come out of this, if we just let it continue to be what it is, I don't know that it's going to come out of it. I said at this point, something drastic is going to have to happen. The Governor DeSantis already said that, we already intercepted a number of boats. The problem is that those boats are not only coming with people, they're also coming with drugs, and they're also coming with weapons.
Yeah.
Right? Which is kind of crazy to think about, that idea that, yes, we're going to have a lot of people coming in here, but in addition to that, you're potentially getting people that are already preset to be into violence and to be dealing with drugs. We have a phenomenal Haitian community here in Orlando. Miami is called Little Haiti because it has so many people. There's more people in out of all the other places. I used to think that it was Brooklyn because there was so many Haitians also in Brooklyn. Not in Brooklyn, but it's here in Miami, Orlando. We have, and that's a growing number also coming in here. We deal with guys. Listen, I have dealt with some phenomenal people from Haiti. Some phenomenal people. Like everything else, every group would always have a questionable person here and there. So I'm not going to tell you that everybody was close to God. You know what I mean? But the overwhelming amount of people that I dealt with are just phenomenal, beautiful people. What do you think when you hear this thing taking place?
It's unfortunate, and my number one question is like we really have to find a way to follow that money. The problem is like for real, where is it going? That is my biggest concern. My heart goes out to the Haitian families, to the Haitian community, because I'm telling you where the money needs to go, which is to help the people, rise from poverty, to help the island get back to, or Jesus, get rebuilt.
Correct.
It's not going there. It's just going to more corruption, going to more gangs, going to more. And so it's unfortunate. I tell you what, I love me some of the Asian food. I love me some of that stuff.
So you're happy that you're gonna have
I'm
more
happy
people
that we're
coming
gonna have
into
more.
the-
I'm just kidding. No, but by all means, it's unfortunate that this is happening. And what can we do though? Because but it seems like the solution for the U.S. is let's just put money into
Let's
no
throw more money at
leadership.
it. Let's throw more money at it
Into
with no
zero
supervision,
leadership.
no accountability. Let's throw more money to, like seriously, I am asking the question, who are we sending the money to?
Yeah.
For the love
Yeah.
of God,
It's
if
crazy,
somebody
yeah.
can help us
Yeah.
understand, listen,
So-
here's what happened. It's gonna be managed by this very specific group. This is the moment when you send a private entity
Mhm.
to manage certain things to reestablish the order of government.
Yeah. So a couple things before I even tell you what I think. So the same guy Barbecue was talking about. So he's leading a group. The group that he's leading, they broke into the two biggest prisons in Haiti
that's
and
great.
released close to 5,000 inmates.
So they have
So
a-
he has a small little army
They
now,
have- he
right?
has an army.
And they said there's only 9,000 like police officials for all of Haiti. And they're dealing with somebody who just broke out 5,000. So this is obviously a
In addition
super
to whatever's
organized,
happening.
exactly, super organized. I won't be surprised if they're getting a big portion of the money being sent.
He was
you know.
former military.
Correct.
Oh,
So
wow.
so these are all the things that I'm thinking about. But to me, I think the biggest problem, I hate to say it, I know a lot of people are not going to like it, but I think it's never good to be like your own island. I think the problem is the fact that Haiti is independent. Now there's a situation where they're fighting with themselves with zero supervision, right? And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it's okay where it's like, no, I'm grown, I know what I'm doing. But then sometimes it's not good for people to be out on their own. If they had to, if
Alex
they
is gonna
had
go
to,
claim Haiti.
yeah, I know, right? But seriously, if they had to deal with the fact that wait a minute, if we do this within our country, we know America is coming, or we know Europe is coming, or we know there's another entity outside of just here that's going to be paying attention to what's going on, then that creates bigger checks and balances. I think it's not saying it can't be done, because obviously there's independent countries that are doing great things, but I don't know if every country is able to do that, which is why we have alliances with different countries where we do that. So to me, I think that's the biggest issue, is that they were not in a position yet to there was too much corrupt people in the country for them to just be off on their own doing their own thing. That's my whole take on it.
I would love to know where are all the global warming hypocrites that, and I'm talking about, I'm not just talking about the individual person. I'm talking about the countries
Yeah.
that are sold out to this idea. And remember, the argument is we got to do this because if not, a lot of people will die. People are dying.
Yeah.
People are dying, and people are dying in a way that is inhumane.
Correct.
Like, if you really want to say it, is there a time when humanity can actually do some level of intervention just to be able to reintroduce? And by the way, guys, this is a problem of law and order.
Yes.
This is a problem where corruption just got so out of hand
Yeah.
that is being able to control the whole country. So, by the way, this is also a warning for us.
Yeah.
Because now we see in states, look at what's going on in California. Look at cities like San Francisco. Look at, look at what's going on in Michigan. Look at what's going on. There's so many places that you can be highlighting and say, wait a minute, we got our own mess happening here.
Yeah.
So, I don't know exactly what's going to take place here right now, but I'm going to tell you, just throwing money at it
Yes.
without any specific game plan.
Yeah.
Is we're just gonna make the problem even bigger, and get ready for the amount of people that we're gonna have to take in as a country. Because just think about that for a second. I'm gonna put myself, my family, in a boat where I can potentially die on my way through
But
it.
I will die in my country.
If I know that if I stay here, right,
Mhm.
I'm taking a risk, but there's a possibility that I can make it to the other side. But if I stay here, I know that I'm either dying or not going anywhere, or something very bad is going to happen.
Yeah.
How sad.
Yeah, it's
Well,
crazy.
I remember do you remember that debate between President Trump and Hillary Clinton, when he was literally saying, "Why don't you give the money back to the Haitian people? Why don't you give the money back that you guys took from it?" Like, this is one of those moments where everybody. I hope there's going to be some kind of hearings looking into
Yeah.
what do we do with $13 billion?
Yeah.
The hell did we do with $13 billion? And how, where did that money go? And where are we sending $333 million right now?
Yeah.
This is crazy. And then you have the whole situation taking place with people. I don't know that listen, right next door to them is Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Functioning right now, a travel destination, vacation destination, an investment destination right now. That's the next, the other half of the island
Correct.
is a country that is functioning. Why? The corruption is minimum. I mean, it's less. I don't want to say that there is no corruption. Less.
Significantly less, but less. I don't know. Minimum.
Less.
Yeah.
But there's also respect for law and order.
Mm-hmm.
You do something, you'll get arrested.
Yeah.
It is a warning. That's the way I got to see it. Like,
Yeah,
if anybody is paying attention to this, I'm going to tell you, just take it as a warning. But